I'm Helen Lineberger, and welcome to The Cutting Edge. This past weekend, Mount Edgecombe held the Region 5 Wrestling Tournament. Let's take a look.
Today is Friday and it's noon right now. We're at the BJ McGillis Gymnasium where the Region 5 Wrestling Tournament is being held.
Let's go take a look inside.
Wrestlers from across Southeast came to MEHS to grapple for the chance to make it to the state tournament. In the end, the Braves wrestling team took home first place.
18 wrestlers are representing MEHS at the state tournament.
Great job to all the wrestlers and good luck at the state tournament this weekend. 5 MEHS students participated in the production of Our Alaskan Stories, a film about their hometowns.
This last summer, 5 Mount Edgecombe students joined a program called Our Alaskan Stories. The program was supervised by Annika Ord and Emmett Williams. The Mount Edgecombe students recorded some of their home life and turned it into a film. The film launched on November 10th at the Coliseum Theater. They launched a trailer leading up to the release of the film.
In the spring of 2016, 5 Mount Edgecombe students took a documentary film class and learned how to tell stories of place, culture, and climate change in their hometown. These are their stories.
Mr. Fitz went on scene with interviews with some of the people who watched the film and made the films.
I felt that it was great. It was interesting to learn about the places where Mount Edgecombe students live, and I think we all got to see different sides of these people that we never saw, and I think it was great to see them in a new light.
I thought it was really amazing to see something I worked so hard on the big screen.
Hey, I'm Haley Shervey. I'm from Craig, Alaska, and the film that I worked on was Predation. If I were going to give any advice to students who might be considering doing this project again next year, I would say definitely take your chances, consider doing it. It was a great project, and I absolutely recommend it.
MEHS students were involved in Whale Fest activities with Miss Mall. Let's check in.
Mount Edgecombe High School students this fall participated in a variety of activities associated with Whale Fest. They worked with the molecular workshop with Miss Kitty LaBounty over at UAS, and we had some scientists in the schools that came in and worked with students about crab plastics, looking at microplastics in the marine environment.
What are the main lab techniques that students learn during this lab?
Okay, so we started out with learning how to use pipettes. I think that's one of the big things we have to work with. So we have to learn how to use the tools that make it so we can measure the small amounts of materials we're using. So once we have that organized, then we can learn how to do DNA extraction. We use a specific kit, but hopefully the same kind of ideas. And a lot of it's following directions, which is an important lab technique. I know that sounds crazy. So pipetters, and then we did DNA extractions. And then with that DNA, we did PCR. So we did the polymerase chain reactions. We did lots of copies, so the guys all did that. And then we also did electrophoresis. So we learned how to load the gels and look at the gels so that we could see what kind of product we got. Those are the 3 main techniques we focused on.
Why do you think this molecular workshop is a meaningful experience for high school students?
I think the main take-home for students is that it shows students different ways that you can gather information that you can't really get easily other ways. So our example organism was a whale. It's pretty hard to identify the gender of a whale with any sort of other technique that doesn't rely on getting the whale on the beach and pretty invasive sort of procedures. And so we can get information through molecular means that we can't get easily otherwise. So I'm kind of hoping it opens up doors for students.
So Veronica Badulik, a graduate student from the University of Anchorage, came down to work with our students on microplastics in the marine environment. She brought a variety of crab samples with her, and we sampled the stomachs of the crab to see if there were any plastics in there.
From November 4th to November 6th of 2016, Miss Mall's field research class attended Sitka's Whale Fest Symposium and following question and answer sessions with the scientists. At the event, we learned a great deal of information about these large marine mammals from a multitude of speakers, whether it was about the whale's shape, sound, or role in culture and society.
MEHS offers a variety of vocational classes. Let's go over to UAS to drop in on their construction class.
Mr. Pat Hughes had a class with our Mount Edgecombe High School students.
How long have you been teaching this class for? This is my 17th year of teaching for both Mount Edgecombe and the University of Alaska.
What is your favorite thing about teaching construction class?
Well, the funnest part's got to be the kids and showing them how to do something and having them learn how to do new skills and new theory and things like that. And even if you're never going to get into the industry, this is a great skill because everybody's going to live in a house, and if you need to build something in your house, build some shelves, fix a window or something, you'll have those skills, and you don't have to hire a contractor $100 an hour to do it for you. Oh yeah, a lot of them. A lot of my students have gone right into the Carpenter's Apprenticeship program, which is a great program. A lot of them have gone straight into industry. We also offer, if you take Construction 1 and Construction 2, you can get an occupational endorsement like that, and how much excitement and joy they get out of doing the class. Especially when they get to build something like this and then stand back at the end of the day and see what they've done.
Elizabeth and I interviewed a couple teachers as to why they teach accelerated classes here at MEHS. Here they are.
We're here on the last couple days of Honors English 4. The purpose of this class is to give students a higher level of understanding about really rhetoric. This has been our main textbook, Everything's an Argument, and we've learned in-depth rhetorical analysis. We've read lots of literature, but we've also done a lot of nonfiction reading. We've read some essays and some so the purpose of this class is to really understand rhetoric and to prepare students to be successful college students.
Accelerated English 3 is there for students who need to be challenged more than a regular English class. They want to go more in depth in what they're reading, do some more writing, and have more discussions. In the Accelerated English class, we can do more and go into more depth in the things that we cover. Well, when it comes to writing, the goal is to help them become more independent writers and give them some expectations, but give them a choice in their modes and topics of writing. They have the basic writing skills down, so the goal of the class is to help them become more kind of intrinsically motivated to write and to be able to choose their modes and topics that they feel they either want to work on or need to work on.
From all of us here at The Cutting Edge to all of you in the MEHS family, happy holidays. Have a wonderful new year, and remember, stay tuned to The Cutting Edge.